If you want to become a great and you want to take your game to another level, you got to do it year in and year out.
He's calling his own number again. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Headed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead right away. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. He's throwing for it. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls. Well, the defense didn't put up much of a fight on that opening drive, but they sure woke up a little there to deny the extra 2 points.
Yeah, you really hate to give up a quick touchdown and 2 more points on top of it, so it does salvage a little bit of pride. Lets them have something positive to take the next time they hit the field.
So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if there's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they had that one contained right at the line. Former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Chased out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Watson. He has all day back there. Now he's forced out. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They're going for it. Here's Watson. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
He's keeping it again. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Play action. It's Watson. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so is the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing.
Got it deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Jags pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Buying some time right. On the move, looking deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars grow their lead off the turnover. Brian Thomas Jr. the touchdown.
All right, let's go.
Lawrence to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And he won't get away. They bring him down. Prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Ooh, this is so tough, Brock. You understand what he was trying to do, make something happen, ended up outside the pocket, but even some added creativity can't yield 2 points here.
You get down here on these 2-point conversions, the real estate just gets gobbled up in a hurry. Not only for the QB, but the receivers as well. Only so much time to try to make something work before that defender said, "Not in my house."
Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. This would be a good time for their first points of the game as they find themselves down a notable amount already in this opening quarter. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. That's complete, David Njoku. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
He's on the move. He takes it himself. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Chow brings it in. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Stopped that time by Antonio Johnson.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and and 6 coming up here. Watson now off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash time. Right thing said in the paper, Baltimore material, whatever it is. This defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Hey, look, beyond having to pick yourself off the ground over and over again, all of these sacks in this first quarter have led to so much disruption. Kate, what do offenses look for, especially early? Get myself into rhythm. Get myself into a tempo. What do defenses want to do? Wreck all of that, and that's exactly what this defense is doing.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And while they've worried about his arm a little bit early, he's been happy to get some yards on the ground, looking like an effective dual threat thus far. They'll get this drive started. Lawrence working from the gun. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Hey, run!
Lawrence. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete, and that brings up 3rd down.
Rip, 23.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. It's a 2-score game early. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. I'm just taking a guess here, Brock, that they were so concerned with his passing prowess that they forgot this dude can deal quite a bit of damage with his legs, too.
Yeah, this is where offenses in the NFL are blurring with the college game. They want guys running the show who can light it up through the air, but just as often torch you on the ground, with numbers normally reserved for run.
And he scores! It's a Jacksonville touchdown! The Jaguars make it a 3-possession game. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
We saw this earlier, Jaguars lining up to go for 2. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Well, Brock, I know you're fond of referencing the great sport of baseball. That is 3 strikes for them, going for 2, and frankly, a little surprising they even tried it a 3rd time.
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I'm officially out on this, and if we get a golden sombrero, I may walk right out of this box.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the return at the 27. Back out now comes the Browns offense. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Getting out to his left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10. Here's Watson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He has the first over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding. Offense.
A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Let's see what they went with on third down. Working from the gun, Watson. On the move, headed right. Oh no, he lost control of another one. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body and in prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He puts some power on a deep one left. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Hey, lie.
Now Lawrence. He's on the move. Throwing the out route complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. On first and 10, here's Lawrence. And he can't make the hook up on the deep ball. That's incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Let's go.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Buys time, rolling right. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. He tucks it and takes off. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
That play's going to stand as we saw it. The penalty declined, and it's second down coming up. All right, here we go. Second down. He rolls to his right. He's keeping it. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. They'll run. Etienne has the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. The Jags have the offense out for another two-point attempt. Trying for it on the ground. Oh, yikes. looks. That two-point try was headed the wrong way. Just about everything going wrong on that attempt. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returning from the 18-yard line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Browns trailing on the scoreboard. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To throw, here's Watson. Finding Judy. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Watson to throw it. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. But the Browns got this one back, so they will luckily hang on to possession. Another try following the sack. Vacates quickly left side. And they get to him again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. He's running it right on the option, and he's brought down for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. Out to return this for the Jaguars, Devin Duvernay. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars headed out on offense late in this first half. And up a very comfortable 3 scores. Really no need to try and get anything here before the half. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Lisa 24.
Now it's Lawrence. Headed out right. He can run it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. Kirk in motion left.
Here we go.
First down throw, Lawrence. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Hey.
Lawrence throwing here. Escapes the pocket. throwing on the run, deep down that left side. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away. Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Hey, Lion!
Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. Forced out to his right. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side.
Offside. Defense.
Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down.
Ready up! All right, let's go.
He'll throw it. He's trying another one deep. He's got it inside the 10. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So we're halfway through this contest from Jacksonville. The hometown Jaguars out in front. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Ford on the return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. The Browns and quarterback Deshaun Watson gearing up for their next series. And you tell us this all the time, Brock. Touchdowns aren't the only stats that make a quarterback, right? Yep, he's nodding right now. But the absence of any from his ledger, well, that's problematic. And his struggles are indicative of the challenge that this offense as a group has really been fighting all game long. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. From the gun, it's Ford. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. He gets him a bunch of yards back, 9 on that play, and it's 2nd and 6. Play action, it's Watson. Wow, it's free again! Oh, he gets it back. He ends up out of bounds, but it's behind the line. That is a sack. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Throwing is Watson. He'll get this complete to Chubb. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Browns are lined up to punt. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Chased out to his right. He's on the move. He spins right by him. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, he's keeping it again. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They'll come up, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. On the move, headed right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
He's on the move. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Buys time, rolling right. Escapes the sack. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. This is ahead for about 5. Chad Muma there to bring him down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Watson now, off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Now here he goes. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. And it's a sack. They got there to take him down, but there was a reason for that. So we got a flag down. I think that's going to nullify the play. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still 1st down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on 1st down. From the gun, Watson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Stopped by Foye Oluoku.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They're going play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Wow, it's free again! Jack's picking up. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. Spins out of 1 stop. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Buying some time right. On the run, what? Big gain downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars grow their lead off the turnover. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
All right, I know the old adage, there is no lead that is safe in the NFL, but Brock, this lead actually feels pretty safe to me. Not sure they needed to go for 2 at this point.
Well, I'm pretty sure you know what this feels like one thing to me, stat padding. And it's just gonna come back to you at some point, maybe not in this game, but down the road. You start padding your stats to show off, oh, look how many points we scored, look how great a job we did. Start patting yourself on the back, you're usually gonna get hit and knocked on your backside at some point.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. The give inside to Chung. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, here's Watson. He's on the move. Now he takes it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Jaguars, well, they must be thinking pass here, huh? They're in the dime. 3rd down coming up. Here's Watson to the air. Escapes the puck. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Begins his return at the 16. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. This is certainly going to get some thank yous from the offense as he takes the punt back 36 yards. And it'll be Jaguars football. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Buying some time left. Throwing on the run. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars trying to end this before the final quarter. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. We saw this earlier. Jaguars lining up to go for 2. He's throwing for it. This is caught. And right back into the end zone he goes. So one play, it's a touchdown. Then the next for 2, and he's extended their lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Ford on the return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Browns getting their offense out there. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
They've got 1st down from the 31. Running right with Chubb. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Eric Armstead there on the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Set. Out.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Ford. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Darnell Savage brings that to an end. Jaguars with an extra defensive back out there, 3rd down. Watson looking to throw. It's into the hands of Chubb. Broke through the tackle. This one goes for 3 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Second and 6 coming up here.
Set.
Ford straight ahead. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Set.
Working from the gun, Watson. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Watson. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And it's a nickel set from the Jags on this 3rd down.
Set. Out.
To throw, here's Watson. Wow, it's free again! Jags pick it up! Man, they had to be exhausted by that point, Brock, which makes it even more impressive that one of them somehow found the energy to force a fumble like that, finally get them off this field.
Yeah, it's thrilling for the defense, Kate, but geez, it's demoralizing for an offense because you could feel it. You could feel it when you've kept that defense and ground them to a nub, and you just feel that energy being sucked out of them, and to not take advantage of it just stings that much more.
And he'll get it up to the 44. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Red 23.
ETN again. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. The Jags have the offense out for another 2-point attempt. Oh, they're trying it with a toss, right side. And he's into the end zone again, so he gets them the big play touchdown, and then they reward him with a chance to add on 2 more. I think we were all expecting to see the kicker there, but up big, they're still adding on with a 2-point conversion.
I think most of us, certainly the purists, would love to see the kicker there. Don't run up the score, but look, in the end, it's also on the other side, too. Stop them from scoring. Don't even let them put the 2-point conversion out. Keep them out of the end zone. Got a little responsibility to have some pride on that side as well.
The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. The opportunity. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. throw reeled in by Njoku. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Set.
Watson to throw it. He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. The Browns are lining up to punt. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Lisa 24.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. Jukes out a one-stop. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
On the jump.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Hey, go, go.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. Up the sideline, past the 45. Along the sideline, inside the 25. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Jaguars are running them out of the building. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Kick taken in here at the 17. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Some squads you just see loved. And I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
Not one, not 2, but 3 straight sacks to snuff out that drive. I'm not sure Kate will ever see a defense stick a QB in the ground like that on 3 straight plays, but this defense, they're pedal to the metal, unrelenting, and what an incredible effort.
Punt team on the field. And he's been one of the players of this game. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes this in at the 25. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Good return here of 19 yards. And they'll get ready to go. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars put this one away a long time ago. All right, here we go, 2nd down.
All right, let's go.
An option give here to Etienne. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Reaches the 30. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Jaguars throwing 6 more on the blowout. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, flipped to the kicker. Oh, he's running! And I suspect it'll be a long time before they call a fake extra point again. That was a disaster. Never got close. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now this offense getting set to work here. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. Into traffic, complete! And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Watson now. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Pulled in at the 20. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Etienne gets it on the draw. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Rip, 23.
They go right back to Etienne. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7. Here's a give to Etienne. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
So the Jaguars come